Do you remember in high school our history teacher turned guidance counselor? He was stoned all the time.
Oh yeah, we saw him with the bong the one time, coming out of the deaf ear smoke shop with a large bag.
I think he listened to Peace Frog a lot.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Dan.
I'm Eddie.
And we are the Deathless Dogs. And that music you just heard was a new riff from one of our new songs that'll be on our new EP, which is appropriate since today we are drinking New Riff Single Barrel Bourbon. New Riff is a relatively new distillery out of Kentucky, Newport, Kentucky, I believe. Right now, I don't think they have distribution in Wisconsin. I found this at a Total Wine in Minneapolis. I had heard a lot of good things about them, and I saw it on the shelf and just had to grab it. It's not anywhere around us, so I wasn't going to find it at a local store. At the Total Wine, they had their regular bourbon, single barrel bourbon. And I believe they also had the rye. And I just decided to grab single barrel bourbon because I feel like that's going to give us a pretty true expression of what they've got going on there.
I'm always a fan of single barrel bourbons. What that means is that all of the whiskey in this bottle is from one barrel. It's not a blend.
It might even say which barrel. Yes, this is barrel number 15-6408. We're coming in at 112.5 proof. It was bottled in the fall of 2019.
Vital stats right there.
Really, I don't know a ton about this distillery other than I've just heard some good buzz about them.
Generally, single barrels cost a little bit more. What is the price point we're looking at for this bottle?
I don't remember. I think it was about $10 more than the regular blended bourbon. I remember that.
And for a single barrel, I feel like for the extra $10, you spring for that because it gives you, I think, a true representation of what this whiskey is.
I nearly bought both of them to side by side them just to see, but I saw other things there that I wanted, so I grabbed those instead and just picked up the single barrel of New Riff. I'm really excited to try it. This has been sitting on our shelf unopened for a couple months now. Luckily,
we're here to crack this bottle open, and you know what? We are fresh bottle poppin' today.
This is the new thing he's attempting.
No, I'm not attempting it. It's happening. I expect words flying across the screen and everything when I say it, Dan. Almost like a party, you know? We need to make sure people know. Even flashing from black and white to regular vision, you know? The whole nine. It's going to be just party time. Just flipping switches, just light show, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to make my job difficult.
How difficult is the job of opening the bottle?
It doesn't have the friendly tear strip like some of the plastic guys do.
That could be room for improvement. If you get the easy to rip tear strip, that goes a long ways. There's no wax bullshit on this one though, and I appreciate that.
Pause for cork.
I liked it.
A low tone.
That was a different cork sound, but I liked the way that it kind of resonated there.
It was a new riff on an old tradition.
Kind of glugs out there.
Yeah, it's got a lovely glug. I like the bottle too. Kind of frosted glass top that fades into the just regular glass. That's pretty
Mine
cool.
Didn't glug, but maybe I just do it differently than you. I'm a new riff on an old tradition. On the nose, what are we dealing with here? I'm getting immediately some vanilla.
Yeah.
Big time.
Big vanilla.
And I like that.
Creamy.
No real wood or barrel notes in the smell, perhaps. A little bit of caramel.
Very vanilla. I mean, I'm having a hard time finding anything else.
Overall, a very pleasant smell, though.
Yeah.
If this is mixed with a candle, my house is smelling good. It's smelling like I just baked some, sugar cookies or something.
Okay, I'm finding a little bit of fruit. A little apple-y, almost a crisp or a cobbler of some sort.
There could be some baked goods.
Very sweet on the nose. Very sweet smelling.
It's
vanilla.
kind of a warm smell. I'm thinking almost like going to a cabin.
My mom likes to bake. And this is the kitchen when the baking is going on. I'm catching apples in here, though. A little bit of apple or something, you know.
I don't know about catching apple.
It's there. It's almost, like I said, like an apple crisp. It's subtle. It's dominated by vanilla. It's vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. And then there's a little touch of fruit.
Clank 'em and drink 'em.
That's nice. I think
That's a drinkable bottle right there.
I think
Man.
that's really nice.
I'm going to have to think about this for a minute. Get a little bit of the smell and the taste.
Decent heat, not overpowering.
You're getting some Kentucky Hug.
You getting fruit in the taste at all? Because I am.
Getting a little bit of fruit, but there seems to be like some warmth to this one. I'm getting like baked goods. Pralines and cream or a pecan pie. Something with a little bit of caramel in it.
Yeah, I think up front, you're getting a nuttiness, a sweet nuttiness. Not like a Jim Beam nuttiness.
Pralines and cream. Like there's some sort
But
of...
the finish goes into that dark fruit territory, I feel like.
It's surprisingly smooth once you get into it. That initial kick up front with the alcohol burn is probably because this is a single barrel. Once you get past that, you're dealing with kind of a complex flavor scheme, I think.
It's kind of coming in waves. It's definitely not a one-note bourbon. Like, you know, some bourbons you drink and it's just, it tastes like this. You know, this is like, let me go again before I break this one down. Before I John Madden, like, right on the screen with a pen.
I thought you were going to go Andre 3000. Let me break this thing down for you. Lend me some sugar. I am your neighbor.
I don't think this needs to be lent any sugar. I feel like it is sweet enough. This is the neighbor that Andre 3000 could go to.
Yes.
For a cup of sugar.
I stand by my statement of candied pecans.
Yeah, I feel like we're starting in that kind of candied nuts. I mean, this is going back to what I was saying on the smell of a crisp or something, you know, of that baked good, that like chewy crust, like, you know what I mean? A candied nut, like the top of a pecan pie, or just a pecan pie in general. Then you're getting the heat. And then I feel like there's just a tinge of some fruit. Just a tinge at the end. If we go by a rating system here, would you buy it again? I'd buy this again. I'd say if I saw it in the store, maybe I'd just buy the regular one, the non-single barrel, just to see what their blend is like. But I would buy a single barrel again. I would try whatever they have to offer, really. I think this is a really solid showing from a relatively new place. I think it's really cool.
I found it to be very good as well, and I would be happy to find a bottle of it, because it's not distributed in Wisconsin. If I do find a bottle, I'll buy it. I like it a lot, and it's a good whiskey. If you find it, scoop it up.
A new riff on an old tradition, as they say, and I think they're doing a good job. I look forward to seeing what they're going to do in the future, too.
And start distributing in Wisconsin, for God's sake.
Please.
How dare you not distribute to us? It's offensive. But we love you anyways.
I think the only place you can find this in our area is Total Wines. So you guys should change that. I know there's a lot of legal, you know, it's not just like, oh, we forgot.
We better send a few bottles to Western Wisconsin.
Yeah, we know it's...
You should, New Riff.
We'll take them. I really do hope this gets wider release and more people get to try it because it's great.
It's good. You said it's great. I said it's good. Almost simultaneously. I want to change my pick. It's great.
So that is New Riff Single Barrel. If you guys have any other recommendations on things we should be trying, make sure to let us know. Thanks everybody for watching. And we'll see you in the next one.
Be sure to smash that like button if you haven't already.
Oh, full on YouTube style.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I've been to the Madison Total Wine, and then I had dinner at Cheesecake Factory, right there in the same complex. I didn't want to go. That was the lady friend.
That sucks.
Yeah. So don't put that on me.